Metabolic Mind and Baszucki Group are thrilled to announce the Fresh Start Award, a $10,000 award for individuals who have used ketogenic therapy to treat their mental illness. Could this apply to you or someone you know? Well, I'm joined by our very own Hannah and Burcin to talk about the details. Welcome to Metabolic Mind, a nonprofit initiative of Baszucki Group, transforming the study and treatment of mental disorders by exploring the connection between metabolism and brain health. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Well, Hannah and Burcin, it is so great to have you both here today so we can tell everybody about this Fresh Start Award, which we've been so excited to announce. So, Hannah, why don't you start? Just tell us, what is the Fresh Start Award? What does everybody need to know about it?
I'm so enthusiastic about the Fresh Start Award. So often, I connect with other people who have lived experience with putting a psychiatric condition into remission or getting to a state of recovery where they've managed their psychiatric symptoms. And so often, for many years, those people really struggled and weren't able to fulfill their potential. And they had so many dreams that kind of went by the wayside. This award is going to be a $10,000 award for up to 5 awardees. And the idea is that we're going to give them the opportunity to pursue dreams and ambitions, personal or professional goals, whether that's, a kind of educational training, or they want to start a nonprofit or a new business or pursue an endeavor that has to do with advocacy. The idea of this award is that we're going to give them the opportunity to fulfill those dreams that they couldn't do for so long because of their illness.
Yeah, I mean, that's so amazing, the way you said it, to help people fulfill their dreams, which is really what we're all about, right? Helping people get to their best quality life. So who is it for specifically? Who can apply?
One of the things to me, I think that is so special about this award is that it really takes a tremendous amount of effort to implement ketogenic therapy and other metabolic interventions. And when people do that to alleviate symptoms of a psychiatric condition and they get to a place where they're able to function again, so often people do not recognize what a major accomplishment that is, just to be able to live a normal, functional life, because so many people take that for granted. But when you meet people with lived experience who have implemented those therapies and are able to lead a full life again, it feels like kind of the whole world is opening up before them and they have opportunities that they didn't have before. So this award really wants to celebrate that and enable these people to have a fresh start and to do something new in their life now that they're back in recovery. Burcin's going to walk through a little bit of the criteria for this award and what makes candidates eligible.
Yes, absolutely. And if I may say one word too, from a scientist point of view, I'm a neuroscientist who has studied brain disorders for up to 20 years, with always the hope of finding treatments for disorders that are really hard to treat. So seeing individuals who have successfully have treated their mental illness using ketogenic therapies and other metabolic intervention, it is so incredible to hear those stories from a scientist point of view as well. And we're so excited. We're very proud of the hard work and dedication that you have put into your recovery, and we want to celebrate you. And this is, like Hannah said, that's what the whole award is for. In terms of eligibility criteria, we're looking for individuals, not organizations, but individuals who have successfully treated their serious mental illness using ketogenic therapies for up to 4 months. We want these individuals to have a history of publicly sharing their stories, mental illness, and recovery journeys. And we want them to be able to tell us about a specific goal, like Hannah had mentioned at the beginning, that they have in mind. This might be pursuing a higher education, perhaps starting their own work or a nonprofit venture, or any other life-enhancing experience they're looking forward to pursuing. So these are the eligibility criteria. How we're going to be doing this application, we're looking for certain materials. One is a personal essay. We're looking for an essay from 500 to 1,000 words of you explaining your journey and how you came about publicly sharing this mental health journey and recovery journey. And then about your specific goals in mind and what the impact of this pursuing this dream or this goal will meant for your life or of the lives of others. We're also looking for 2 letters of support, one from could be from a family member or an associate or a close friend. Another one is someone from not the immediate circle, but who had been familiar with your journey. And we're also looking for an informal 2 to 5 minute video of you again sharing your story. And we want to emphasize that we don't care about the quality, production quality of your video. This is really all about understanding your story and getting to know you better. There could be also supplemental materials you can include on the application about up to 5 links or materials to your website or your art portfolio or your social media, anything you feel like that could add to your journey. And once you have these materials, and you are more than welcome to submit an application, and then we will be reviewing these applications with Metabolic Mind and Baszucki Group together with external reviewers who will be including clinicians as well as people with lived experiences. And then we will be inviting some semifinalists for informal get-to-know-you virtual meeting, and then we will be announcing our awardees at the end.
Well, that sounds amazing and such a wonderful opportunity. Now, one thing that some people may or may not, have an issue with is having shared their personal journey, because you mentioned that. So what if somebody hasn't as of yet shared their personal journey? What does that mean for their application status?
So for this particular award, we're looking for people who have established a pattern of publicly sharing their story of having a psychiatric condition, as well as their recovery story in terms of implementing metabolic therapies. We're looking for people who've done ketogenic therapy for at least 4 months in order to really show that treatment has been effective for them.
Yeah. So when you say having shared their experience, it doesn't mean they need their own YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers or something, right? They could give us some examples of how they could have shared it, or, should be comfortable sharing it.
Actually, I've been really privileged in this role to meet so many people with lived experience who are out there raising awareness and sharing their story for the benefit of all others. So already so many people come to mind as great candidates for this particular award. And it was really important to us to honor those people who are already openly sharing their story. And I think part of that is just that we would never want to pressure individuals into feeling like they needed to openly, publicly share their story just to potentially get this award. It's really important to us that these are people who are already comfortable and have been open about their journeys up till this point.
Well, my guess is there's going to be quite a few very worthwhile applicants. So how are we all going to decide who gets the award?
That's such a great question, Bret. And I want to say right now, it's going to be very difficult. I know that already. First of all, we know that everyone who has done these metabolic therapies and seen an improvement in their mental health and faced so many challenges, their recovery, their efforts are absolutely worth celebrating. It's going to be difficult to choose who the awardees are. And we're going to base that on the candidate's ability to express their clearly defined goals, as well as seeing how that goal has the potential to have a real profound impact on their lives and potentially the lives of others. I think what's so incredible about now meeting so many people who have recovered and are living brighter lives thanks to metabolic therapies is not only are they able to show up in their lives in a new way, and it's just a wonderful blessing for them and their families, but so often these are people who have incredible things to offer the world at large. And it's going to be so exciting to see people be able to pursue their dreams and to fulfill their potential in a new way, thanks to this innovative, cutting edge form of treatment. So we're really excited to read all the incredible applications.
Yeah, so it's very, very exciting. So for all you watching this, if this applies to you, please check the link down below. Or if you think of somebody who would be a great candidate, please share this information, share this video. We want as many people who can to know about this and apply, and maybe even encourage them to say, okay, maybe this is an opportunity for me to create a broad reaching goal. So it can do that as well. So very excited, and thank you both for joining me. And hopefully we'll have another video soon talking about who the recipients are and celebrating their lives and their journey.